Alrighty, folks, we're going to do some practice questions with proving angle properties for transversals. So let's see what we've got here. We're going to take a look at all the same things that we did before, and we're going to throw in some questions. So the first one is kind of one of these, somebody tried to prove something, they got something that's not really true. What do they do wrong? So Morag, sounds like a lovely name you'd hear in the Scottish Hebrides. Morag. Sorry, getting a little off track. So Morag claims that she can prove that alternate interior angles are supplementary. In which step does she make an error in her deduction? Now we know that alternate interior angles should be congruent. And Morag is saying that angle 4 and angle 6 here, if you see her last step there, she's saying that those two things, they should be supplementary. So in which step does she make? Should be her first error, but we'll sort of run with it and see what happens. So let's see. She starts off by saying that angle 3 and angle 6 have to add up to 180 degrees because they are same side interior angles. So angle 3 and angle 6, yes, indeed they are. So that's true based on what I can tell. So angle 3 and angle 6 have to add up to 180. And then she says that angle 3 has to equal angle 4 because they are supplementary. Hang on, Morag. Angle 3 and angle 4, yeah, they sure are supplementary, but that doesn't mean they're equal. What that means is that angle 4 plus angle 3 should be 180. So right here is our first error, step 3. Gotcha. All right. Using the diagram shown as a reference, use either a two-column proof or a paragraph to prove that vertically opposite angles are congruent. Now, most commonly, your teachers are probably going to do two-column proof with a statement and justification. But according to our course here, you're allowed to explain your proofs in a paragraph to show the correspondences, but it's usually easier to do two-column proof anyway. So what we have to do is we have to prove that vertically opposite angles are congruent. So let's see if we can try to prove that angle 1 and angle 3 are going to be equal. Those are vertically opposite. All right, and this is a proof that we saw before, and let's just see if we can remember how it works. So if I want to show that they're congruent, I think the trick we did was we said that angle 1 and angle 2 are going to be supplementary, so they add up to 180. And angle 2 and angle 3 are supplementary, they add up to 180. So since 1 plus 2 is 180 and 3 plus 2 is 180, we end up with 1 and 3 being the same, something like that. So let's put it together. So we're going to start by saying angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees, and that's because they're supplementary or straight line, right? So you have that straight line rule that we had before. Okay, and if that's the case, I just want to get an expression for angle 1 so I can show that it's equal to an equivalent expression for angle 3. So I'm going to say that angle 1 then will be equal to 180 degrees subtract angle 2. And all I did there was just subtraction. And that's an okay thing to do in my book. Okay, so then I'm going to say that angle 2 and angle 3 also have to be supplementary. So then angle 2 plus angle 3 also have to give us 180 degrees. And those are also supplementary angles by that same straight line theorem that we all remember from junior high. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to do another subtraction to get an angle, to get this expression for angle 3 as well as for angle 1. So I'm going to say angle 3 is also 180 degrees minus angle 2. And that's by subtraction again. Okay, so we've got that one. Now the last thing we want to do is show that these two are the same. And since they're both equal to the same thing, then angle 1 and angle 3 must be equal to each other. And that's called the transitive property or transitivity of equality. Transitivity. Okay? And that's it. We've proven it. Quod erat demonstrandum. That which was to be shown has been shown. Alrighty. So we need to make two assumptions again. The straight line stuff is supplementary and corresponding angle postulate that we had. So from there we were able to deductively prove all of our other angle properties. So it's very important that we're able to identify errors in these proofs. That's a good way for us to practice and familiarize ourselves with the process. And then basically from there it's just knowing what the proofs are. We'll come back to two-column proof again when we get near the end of this unit. Good luck.